appointed National AIDS Council Board has been urged to mobilize resources and develop sustainable strategies at a time when donor funding is declining to combat HIV and AIDS in Zimbabwe. Speaking at the appointment of the new NAC board, the Minister of Health and Childcare, Douglas Mombeshwara, emphasized the importance of increasing domestic financing for HIV programs and strengthening the efficiency and accountability of the AIDS levy.
You will be required to mobilize resources and develop sustainable strategies. The AIDS levy has been a vital domestic resource complemented by significant funding from the donor community. The HIV funding landscape continues to change, with donors gradually reducing funding for the response. The board should explore and implement further approaches and ideas for increasing domestic financing. You will be required to strengthen the efficiency and accountability of the AIDS levy to maximize its impact.
The board has been tasked with coordinating, overseeing, and spearheading Zimbabwe's national response to HIV and AIDS. In order to fulfill this mandate, the board has to familiarize themselves with NAC's strategic plan, strengthen the council's leadership role, uphold national and council values, and provide strategic leadership to combat HIV and AIDS, while also addressing emerging public health risks.
2. NAC exists to coordinate, oversee, and spearhead the national response to HIV and AIDS. As the board, you are the custodians of this mandate. Your decisions and actions will determine the Council's ability to deliver impactful programs and achieve HIV and AIDS national targets and global requirements. The Council further plays an extended role of dealing with other emerging public health risks and challenges which the board must be alive to, such as NCDs, drugs and substance use, as well as other pandemics.
Speaking with the media after the appointment, NAC CEO Bernard Madzima said the new board marks the beginning of a new era with a focus on implementing the strategic plan up to 2028, with the oversight which is expected to act as a catalyst in enabling NAC to effectively integrate HIV with non-communicable and communicable diseases in providing a holistic service to those affected.
Yes, National AIDS Council, we are quite pleased that we now have a new board in place. This new board is made up of various experts which represent the various communities who are dealing with the HIV issues in the country. So we are quite excited that the Honorable Minister of Health, via His Excellency the President of Zimbabwe, have set up this board. It's a new era for National AIDS Council, and as we expect this board to steer the country towards ending HIV as a public health threat by 2030. So the mandate of the new board is to see the overall implementation of the Zimbabwe National AIDS strategic plan, which goes up to 2028. We have various experts who include public health experts, legal experts, finance experts, and even the youth. It's represented in the board. So for National AIDS Council, really, it's a boost to management that there's a board which has oversight in us carrying out the mandate of coordinating the multi-sectoral approach to ending HIV in Zimbabwe. Yes. So what has happened is HIV can no longer be seen as in silos or as a vertical program, because we know that because of the effectiveness of ARVs, we now have people living with HIV for longer periods, and these people are also susceptible to conditions like non-communicable diseases. We know that as a country, we are also faced with communicable diseases, like at the moment we are talking about cholera. So National AIDS Council has the mandate to integrate HIV with non-communicable diseases, with communicable diseases, so that the service which is given is holistic.
The newly appointed board chairperson, Nesta Mukwewa, expressed confidence in the board's ability to deliver on its mandate to end HIV. She acknowledged that there's a lot of work to be done, but with a renewed focus and commitment, the board is poised to make significant progress in the fight against HIV and AIDS.
As the new board chair, I've accepted the responsibility on behalf of the board. It's a huge responsibility looking at the broad mandate of the National AIDS Council of coordinating and implementing programs that are targeting the ending of HIV and AIDS by 2030. And as you can see, 2030 is just around the corner, so we have a lot of work to do. This board is well balanced, gender balanced. We have 6 males, 6 females, coming from diverse backgrounds. All the prerequisite skills that one would look for in a board are in this board. It's well spread, and I have every confidence that as a team we will deliver on the mandate. Specifically, the key role for the board is strategic direction, and then the setting up of policies that will then give management to run with. So it's strategic direction and then oversight. The day-to-day operations, we'll leave that to the CEO, Dr. Mazima, and his team. And I have no doubt, having worked with the National AIDS Council previously, now I'm coming in as the chair, that the CEO and management are going to deliver as well on the mandate. So following our appointment, then we need to get the gear up. We have to do our induction, because this board is the new and the old. So we need to actually have training so that we have the same footing when we start. We are excited that for the first time, NAC has come up with a full board of members. Previously, we were short in certain skills. Now I'm very confident that, with the skills surrounding the board, as a team, we'll be able to deliver. Thank you.
As the country works towards achieving the UN AIDS targets and ending AIDS by 2030, NAC efforts will be critical in mobilizing resources, strengthening partnerships, and ensuring that Zimbabwe remains on track in achieving this goal. Tanisha Gawa, HSTV News, Harare.